People only like the truth when it's convenient to them. If the truth contradicts their own personal ethos or their own personal idea of who they are about their self or reality in itself, then people don't like the truth. And I know this is probably a waste of fucking time making this video because I'm probably going to end up losing subscribers because people don't, once again, like hearing the truth, but I don't give a I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make the content that I want to make. I'm here to keep it real and pack this deal. Now, with that being said, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you aren't a pussy and you're ready for some alpha male elite gaming stud muffin facts that, you know what, may shock you and hurt your feelings a little bit. Now, I'm going to start this video off by saying that hating on Call of Duty and saying Call of Duty sucks and the memories that people who are OGs have about Call of Duty are not entirely true. It is the rose-tinted glasses phenomenon. We only remember the good things in the past. We don't remember all the nonsense and crazy shit going on. Every single generation, no matter who they are, my age, your grandpa, your father, have always said the same thing, and that is this. When I was a kid, times were better. Everybody says that, but yet those people think that their time was better, and then the next generation, when I was younger, it was better. Back in the 70s, they had the TV show Happy Days. It was glorifying the 50s with the Fonz, because they thought the past was better. Just like now we have shows that are glorifying the 80s, like Stranger Things. Oh my God, the 80s was so much better. No, it wasn't. There was a goddamn Cold War going on where nuclear holocaust was an actual threat. Nonetheless, I digress. The point is, your memory about the past ain't what it is. Let me prove a point right here. Who is this handsome young looking stud here? 8 Thoughts Archive. This video was uploaded back in November 12th, 2012. And this title is Black Ops 2 is garbage. That's right. A video describing how Black Ops 2 multiplayer was overrated. Let's listen to this stud muffin who sounds similar to me for whatever reason. I don't know. I'm just a ghost of 8 Thoughts.
And don't buy into whatever people are saying. You don't have to buy into what the fuck I'm saying. You're going to play the game probably within today or tomorrow, and you'll find out for yourself. Well, I had more fun playing the beta of Medal of Honor Warfighter than I did playing Black Ops 2 multiplayer.
Right there, 8 Thoughts is telling you Black Ops 2 was garbage. And I will show you many other videos from people who are OGs like 402 Thunder, Blame Truth himself, and anybody else who's been making Call of Duty videos since the jump, who have been here for 20 years, 15 years, like myself. 402 Thunder was famous for saying Blops 2 by getting quickscoped and constantly complaining about the shotgun. Everyone complaining about the connection, complaining about the servers, complaining about the hit registration. Ever since Call of Duty multiplayer dropped, people have been complaining about it. Today is no different, present company included. All of us crying about whether it be the skill-based matchmaking or the engagement optimization matchmaking. And here's the truth bomb that none of you are going to want to hear or see or want to tell me or leave comments down below. 90% of our complaints through the history of Call of Duty wrap around one thing: getting fucking destroyed by someone better than us and then crying about it, complaining about it, where they think, oh, my hit registration stir, these sweats sliding around, look at them jump shot, oh my God, they're hacking, they're cheating. Every single excuse we can use to try to justify getting our ass kicked playing Call of Duty, and it all comes down to a skill level. And you're thinking,
that's bullshit, Ghost of It, you're a hater. Call of Duty just sucks. This game is horrible. It used to be so much better.
And I'll prove that to you right now that that's not true. And you're going to do everything you can to deny the fact that almost 9% of your complaints are about skill level. And once again, I will destroy that right here, right now, because if you were doing well in the video game, you would be enjoying yourself. And that has been the history of Call of Duty. Now here it is. Right here. 8 Thoughts, which I'm not. 9% of everyone complains about Call of Duty is a skill level issue. This is a hard fact. You get destroyed, you cry, and you can blame it on skill-based matchmaking or something else. If you were doing well, you'd be happy more or less. This dude comes in here. I mean, SBMM is a huge part of the problem with the franchise. When you understand, and I know you do already, how the algorithm wants to fuck you. And the response by 8 Thoughts again is people who are good, like TheRick, get 2+ KD on almost every match. Same with really good players. It's a skill issue. It's a very sweaty game now. And TheRick from YouTube here replies back 3 KD, which further proves my point. If skill-based matchmaking was really a problem and actually punished all of us here, then people like TheRick, who isn't cheating as far as I can tell, isn't 2-boxing as far as we all can tell, who seems like a legit gamer, actually replied back he has a 3 KD. So I replied back, well, not me, 8 Thoughts did, exactly. TheRick isn't cheating or 2-boxing. He's really good at the game, SBMM or not. He carries a 3 KD almost every game. Complaining about COD is as old as the game itself. But like I said, it's mostly a skill issue with people like myself, Ghost of 8, crying constantly. These are the facts. The fact that a guy like TheRick, who isn't cheating, can carry a 3 KD and dominate every game proves that skill-based matchmaking is not the issue. If you're actually really good, you will still do well in the game. And I'd also like to point out something else that was given to me by a follower who also showed that you think today, oh my God, Call of Duty is being manipulating us. Call of Duty is having skill-based matchmaking, bullet registration, EOMM. It's so horrible. It's the worst ever. The facts are it always has been. Here is a forum discussion back in 2009. Can you see that? This is 2009 right there. These are people talking about Call of Duty being rigged. Here it is. After 2 weeks of exhausting study and pouring through thousands of lines of code, I have finally got the proof I need to bring this conspiracy to light. The programmers in Infinity Ward are good, but I'm better. Do not worry, all will make sense shortly. Once again, people only want the truth if it's convenient. Call of Duty has been manipulating us, has been and has completely and utterly doing the exact same thing since the beginning, and nothing has changed. Have you ever been playing Modern Warfare 2 and thought, that's not right? I shot him first. Maybe you ambushed an enemy and from behind blasted him with 5 rounds to the chest, #no homo, and then he spins around, shoots you once in the foot, and you die. Everyone blames lag. Well, it's not lag, it's something far worse, and it may just signal the end of fair gaming forever. Once again, this is back in 2009. People forget the past, they only remember the good stuff. And again, I started this video off by saying this video will hit you with the truth, and a lot of you don't want the truth because it's not convenient to what your whole agenda and your whole mindset and your whole reality of the present is, and you're gonna fight that, and I'll probably lose subscribers. But once again, make sure you subscribe, hit that like button if you're not gay. But see, people have been trying to make excuses and saying things from the past about how Call of Duty manipulates you and you die and it's unfair. Continuing on, while investigating recent claims and going through the code of Modern Warfare 2, this is in 2009, the original Modern Warfare 2, the third big game in the installment of Call of Duty, I made a discovery in one of the subroutines of the game AI. It's called spfg.exe. We'll call it Sniper Frog since all will make sense, just bear with me. And it's an AI subroutine that evens out the game by lending additional EI resources to a player or by limiting the player in really cheap ways. For example, if you ever start playing really good and suddenly you go on a death streak where you can't even barely move without getting killed, you'll be slaughtered like 5 times in a minute. That's a Sniper Frog program in action. Wow, this is crazy, right guys? Wow, sounds like the same thing happening today. Alternatively, maybe you'll be having a great game and then have a rust streak and suddenly you'll go on an amazing kill streak and it'll feel like you can't do anything wrong. Again, Sniper Frog. Does this all sound familiar? Yes, it does. The Sniper Frog program is meant to even out the game so that all can feel like they're awesome at some points, even if that has to come at the expense of other players doing poorly. It's a plan by Infinity Ward to sell more copies of the game. You can disable Sniper Frog by going offline. Sniper Frog is dependent on its conscious AI mainframe to work, and it's only available online. People have been crying and complaining and trying to think of reasons as to why their ass is getting kicked, but yet people like TheRick seem to dominate every single game, and once again, who knows if there's nefarious things happening behind the scenes? Probably are, but at the same time, people like TheRick destroy that narrative because the guy constantly kicks ass. So where is the nerf to him? Where is he being manipulated? Why is he constantly destroying everybody? Why are a lot of streamers who aren't cheating, like the Shroud or anybody else, play Call of Duty where they constantly kick everyone's ass? A lot of these guys, 2box, again, easy lobbies, yes, they're all a lot of them cheating, making the job easier because why would they want to work hard when they can trick a bunch of dumb people into thinking they're really good without even having to play well and make a ton of money? Yes, but TheRick plays really legit apparently and dominates. Once again, we got Nerosshhinema crying, complaining, skill issue. With today's leak, COD 2025 sounds like a nightmare because you suck, Nero. You never were good at the game, and now you're older and even worse at the game because kids, young people coming up have been playing this game a whole lot sweatier, a whole lot more competitive. CDL is serious now. People play ranked like it's actually really important, and I'm not agreeing with any of this. I think all these guys are losers, but these are the facts. People are just better at the game. Let's go on to Nerosshhinema crying, complaining. Imagine playing War Plaza with skill-based matchmaking with players side canceling, double jumping, and wall running. Just leave those matches buried at that point. Don't ruin their legacy. Exactly. It's a skill issue. He's crying about being bad at the game. People like TheRick, people like, even the Fooly, and other people that you watch who stream legit are doing amazing at the game because they're fucking sweaty nerds. Correct. I don't like it. I'm sure most of you watching it don't like it, but skill issue. And once again, people have been trying to make excuses and think there's AIs working behind the scenes. Maybe they are, maybe they aren't. But then there's people, like I said, who even are great, like Optic Scump or CDL pros. They play Call of Duty, they constantly dominate, constantly destroy. If there was something nefarious working behind the scenes, I guess they should be dumped down to a 1, right? Or a 1.4, but that's not how it works. I suck, you suck, and I'll tell you what, make sure you don't swallow, spit that out. Don't be all the way OnlyFans gay. I'm the Ghost of Faith. Thank you for watching. Last but not least, most importantly, hit that like button, subscribe, but really most important, last but not least, stay black. Question Thornton, what the honky cracker, reptilian shape, shaker, building movies heart. There's spraying chemtrails, 7-Eleven inside Josh Guitar, Sun, there's no flat news, fake, Alan Joe, Hoods, Fortune, and Fox, Gay, White Man. Bring you down.